Test, 1, 2, test. Test, can you hear me? Test.
Good.
Testing, 1, 2. Testing. Testing. Testing the Cadet Student Network. CBC versus CBHS out of Memphis, Tennessee. Testing.
Well, we're going to have some audio.
Call State Farm agent and CBC alum Tim Kylo for all your insurance needs. Tim and the State Farm team provide a full insurance review to make sure you and your family are covered at the best possible price. Whether it's auto, renters, home, business, or life insurance, for more than 23 years, Tim has helped his clients manage the risks of everyday life and realize their dreams. For all your insurance needs, contact one of our school's most loyal alums. Class of 77 graduate Tim Kylo at 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking live at W. Michael Ross Stadium on the campus of CBC High School. The CBC Cadets take on the Christian Brothers High School from Memphis, Tennessee. But before we give you a preview of tonight's game, we're going to go to our coaches show. Presented by State Farm agent Tim Kylo at CBC head coach Scott Pingle. He discusses the Cadets' win over St. Louis U High last week, and then talk about the opportunity to play against this CBC Memphis team. Let's go to the tape.
Show presented by State Farm agent and CBC alum Tim Kylo. We're here with CBC head coach Scott Pingle. Coach, great to see you.
Good to see you too, Patrick.
Another good win for your team last week. Knocked off SLU. That game, along with the first half of the Jeff City game, were probably the best tests for your team so far this year. How did you feel your guys did?
You know, I think our guys played really well. It was kind of we went into halftime 23-3, and some of our guys thought we could have played a little bit better. We left some points out there. And, you know, I remember Alec Werdenberg saying in there, hey, guys, relax. This isn't what a football game is supposed to feel like. So, you know, from that point on, we were able to handle a little adversity, and I thought our guys played really well in the second half.
It is good to be able to play a full football game. You guys have that under your belts now. Looking forward to carrying that forward. One of the big plays of the game, Blake Charlton, junior quarterback, had a long run. I think you guys were maybe inside your own 5, and he took it down inside of SLU's 5. Talk to me a little bit about Blake, and specifically on that play. I'm sure he wanted to get into the end zone.
You know, Blake's a very determined guy. He definitely wanted to score. But on that particular play, there's a certain read he's looking for, and they gave us the correct look, so it said for him to keep it. And when he got through the middle, he was going off, and you could kind of see he's looking back left and right, trying to see who's chasing him. He knew people were behind him, but Cam Kurtz did a great job running all the way downfield and trying to block for him. But, you know, Blake fell up a little short, but, you know, we got in about 2 plays later.
Yeah, you know, if you would have loved the touchdown, but you'll take the 92 yards or whatever it was on that run. And just in general, Blake's playing really well for you this year. Can you talk about his season on the whole?
Yeah, Blake's progressing very well this year. I think that the first 3 or 4 weeks he was trying to feel out the season. I think he was dealing with a little bit of an injury. I think now he's healthy and he's playing well. He's playing at a high level. He's playing with some excitement. So I think, yeah, Blake's really been a nice catalyst for us this year.
He's been fun to watch. Let's transition to this week. Really special to have the opportunity to play another LaSalle school. CB Memphis is making the trip, coming to play here. A delicate balance between the competition on the field and kind of that shared brotherhood that we're going to be experiencing and welcoming CB Memphis to our campus. How's your team responding to this unique opportunity?
Well, I think right now our guys are really focused on the CB Memphis as a football team. When we see them Friday and we have our prayer service and we have our team picture, they'll be able to see that little bit of the bonding. And I think over time this thing will be more special each year because we kind of get to see the camaraderie that we can build. But I think on Friday before the game, they'll start to see how all these pieces come together. And, I think they're excited. We're excited. I, contacted their coach a few different times. I think we're both, very excited about the opportunity to make this more than a football game.
It's going to be a special night, but you're right. It is a football game. So let's talk about CB Memphis on the field. How do they look on film, and what should we expect to see on Friday?
You're going to see CB Memphis look like CB. Same color schemes as far as same defensive scheme as far as a 3-4 and us 3-4. The only difference is they run a little bit different style of offense. They're a huddle team. You will see some physicality from both sides of the ball this week. That's one thing we're trying to stress to our boys. These guys play with a little physical edge to them. They come off the ball with aggression. So our guys have to be up to the challenge to try to meet their physicality. So you're going to see a very, very tough game. It could go either way. I'm excited about the opportunity. I know our boys are excited because this is going to be a great measuring stick for us.
Like your test, and it's really going to help your team progress as we get ready for district playoffs. They're not too far away now.
Correct. This is why you play the last 2 weeks. You're going to lead us into districts, and I'm excited.
All right, Coach. Well, we are too. Thanks for your time, and we'll send it back to the booth.
Thank you.
Anthem by the CBC High School Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cadet Student Network. We are live at W. Michael Ross Stadium. My name is Randy Molman. I'm alongside Peter Demos, and we are bringing you CBC football in a very unique matchup here tonight, Peter. The CBC Cadets take on the Christian Brothers High School from Memphis, Tennessee, who drove in tonight.
Yeah, it's a unique night also because it's raining. Did you ever like playing in the rain?
I did not like, well, I always liked playing in the rain as a kid.
It's hard if you're a so-called skilled player. You got to run, you got to catch, fumbles. There'll probably be a few more fumbles. There we go. Any rate,
So, give us a little preview of this Memphis team. Sure. I know that they're new to the area. We don't have a lot of information on them, but you did a little digging pregame.
Yeah, I went to their head coach, and they have a 4-3 record. They rely very heavily on the run. They don't do a lot of passing. Okay. They have a good athletic quarterback named Keegan Voss. He's somewhat at 5'9", but that just means that he's quick, he's fast, and he's probably very smart. And he runs from the pistol a lot of times, so you don't know if he's going to pass or run. Their secondary is very, very strong. They act a little bit more like linebackers. It's like a typical, they all seem to be something like a strong safety, which is just another linebacker. And they're tough, and they're strong, and they shut down the run pretty well. So it's going to be quite a challenge for CBC here.
And Coach Scott Pingle, in that video that we watched here a minute ago, he expects a physical game here tonight. And I think we saw some size over on that sideline.
Yeah, they have size. I don't believe they have the speed to stay up with CBC here, but we'll have to see. Their free safety is quite a baseball player. He's got an offer, full scholarship offer from Vanderbilt.
Wow.
And they have 5 sets of brothers on the team. They have 2 tackles, McGee and Lyons, who are D1 prospects. I don't know that they've received any offers as yet, but they probably will. And they also have 20 kids or 20 players that are legacies. Their parents also played for CBC out of Memphis. It'll be kind of a good traditional game. I don't believe we've ever played them before, at least not recently. Do you have any information on that?
I don't think we have, but I do think there is a plan to start a yearly tradition between these two schools.
Well, I think it's, what is it, about 4 hours away? Is that
a little over 4.
A little over 4 hours,
You can
yes.
get down there a little quicker, depending on how fast you drive, you know, Peter?
At my age, I try to keep it about 5 miles over the limit, and that's about it. Yeah.
My name is Randy Molman. I'm alongside Peter Demos. We're talking CBC versus CBHS, Christian Brothers High School out of Memphis. Purple Wave come to W. Michael Ross Stadium, and as Peter said, they come in with a record of 4-3, averaging 22 points a game offensively and giving up only 18 points a game on defense. So a good, solid team, and hopefully a decent test here for the Cadets.
Yeah, we're missing a couple of players, though. Eric Carrera.
So starting lineups.
He just had his knee operated on. Probably won't be ready for about 2 to 3 more weeks at the best. Hopefully he'll be in time to get into one of the playoff games. We'll have to see about that. And, of course, our wonderful linebacker, Quentin Wynn. I see him down there with that sprained ankle, so he's not really ready to go. And I think that's going to be about it. No, that's about it, I think, right now.
I have a feeling, we talked about last week, I have a feeling that if this were the playoffs, Quentin Wynn would be able to play.
I saw him on crutches, though, and I'm looking at him right now. I think he would like to play, but they're going to have to put a roller skate on that ankle just to try to keep him up with the thing. The players want to play regardless.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So before we get to kickoff, you want to give us a real brief, Peter Demos, so give us the starting lineup here for CBC.
Okay, and this varies, the starting lineup. At game time, sometimes they change within the last 10 minutes, but on our offensive line, we have Max Durrell, Ty Feeney, Nino Schmidt, Jack Bertolucci, John Chamberlain, and Jack Orban at the tight end. Our wide receivers again are Curtis Cameron and Mike Million. A lot of fun to watch him play, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Also Lamar Anderson and Trey Bryant's going to be playing again tonight. I'm glad to see that. Kalen Taylor, Mighty Mouse, and of course the quarterback will again be Blake Charlton, and he'll be relieved on occasion by Jack Even. On defense, again, Dominic Gatewade is going to be in there on that defensive line. Kevin Williams, Kevin McBride, Nick Wheeler is going to be starting tonight. Linebackers, again, Mike Jones, Alex Wardenberg, and Clayton Stalling. Our defensive backs, Hunter Robinson, and also Damien Baker will be in there. Rashawn Davis, Sean Boyd, and Lamar Anderson.
Just in time for kickoff. He timed it perfectly, folks. That's a professional right there.
Absolutely.
Mainzer will kick off for CBC, going from your left to your right, and it's a short pooch kick just outside the 20-yard line, returned by the Purple Wave, who are wearing their white jerseys, gold pants and helmet, purple numbering, and purple striping. So that's on the sleeve. So that's your Christian Brothers High School out of Memphis, Tennessee, the Purple Wave. How many times are we going to get confused with the color scheme here tonight, Peter?
Well, we do have Las Vegas gold helmets.
We do.
That's what
we do. And that's CBC wearing their all purples here tonight with the Las Vegas gold helmets, of course, and the white and gold trim. And here we go. The first play from scrimmage for the Purple Wave out of Memphis, Tennessee. Quarterback is number 5, and he hands it off up the middle. Sneaking through was number 22. That is Walker Grisanti. Grisanti gains about 5. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And Lamar Anderson actually took him down on that. I thought he was going to be wrapped up for about a 1-yard gain. He picks up about 5, and Lamar stopped him from going a lot farther.
Grisanti, the senior, and the sophomore quarterback, Keegan Voss. He wears number 5, and they go out of the straight I formation. Here's Grisanti again over the right side in a standard I formation. He goes over the tackle, and he'll get across the 40 to the 41.
Well, this team isn't exactly super duper quick, but I'll tell you, they are strong and they get off the ball. They pushed us back pretty well. You don't see us being kind of beat up on the line of scrimmage. Hopefully they're going to have to put their big boy pants on here and hang in there.
They're definitely sizable up front, this Purple Wave squad. That left tackle, number 74, Mike McGee, along with number 66, Shontario Alexander over on the left side. Keegan now pitches. That's Grisanti, and he's got room, and he may go. Inside the 40, and he will be gone. The Purple Wave are on the board. 60-yard touchdown run by number 22, Walker Grisante. And just like that, Memphis, the team from Memphis comes in and spoils the Cadets' opening drive.
Normally a good start was exactly right, was spoiled by CBC of Memphis. But that's coming back.
It's going to come back due to a penalty flag on the play, so it'll be a hold up, I'm sure, over on the right side. That'll bring it back. Grisante, wow, that was a good run, and that Walker Grisante can run.
Well, he's very strong. So far, I'm impressed with the strength of these guys. They're really, really strong.
Tonight, leading the Cadets on to at midfield for tonight's coin flip was CBC principal brother David Poos. Brother David is currently in his 43rd year as a De La Salle Christian brother, 21 years being spent here at CBC. He's announced that this will be his last year as principal at CBC. He plans to return to teaching full-time in order to finish his career where it began in the classroom. Our thanks to Brother David.
Fumble!
Dude, there's a fumble. Looks like the Cadets might have recovered. Boy, what a turn of events. Let's see. Nope. Recovered by the Purple Wave.
Fourth down.
It'll be fourth down. Wow, that almost went from a 60-yard touchdown to a first down and 10 for the Cadets on the 31-yard line.
Well, remember I said that, again, with the little wetness out there, everything is sliperified, as I said a couple of Sliperified, and they definitely dropped the ball there.
You're watching CBC football on the Cadet Student Network. It has been raining for the last 2 days here in the St. Louis area. It is misty and cold right now at W. Michael Ross Stadium. I'm sure that drive for this a squad from Memphis was not a pleasant one.
No.
Fake punt, handed to Walker. He goes over the right side. He'll get the first down across the 40 to the 45. Wow, that's the first fake punt I've seen against CBC this year. And the Purple Wave pull it off without a hitch.
Completely fooled, were we? We didn't have anybody over there.
Walker Grisante was the up man, and he took the snap and went over the right side, and that's a first down now for about a 12, 13-yard gain.
Well, the upside that for CBC here is that they probably won't try that again.
Keegan under center, takes the snap, I formation, hands it to Grisante up the middle. He'll gain 5. 2nd and 5 now, across midfield at the 48-yard line of the Cadets.
They are just blowing us off the line right now.
If you've just joined us, you're watching CBC football. They're taking on the Christian Brothers High School team out of Memphis, Tennessee, the Purple Wave. And this team is wearing their white jerseys with gold pants and gold helmets. They're moving from your right to your left. There's a handoff to the up man across the 45, inside to the 41. That was the fullback, number 33, Austin Lee. Lee is a load. Between Lee and Grisante and that big offensive line, this Christian Brothers team has been impressive so far.
I would suggest that we start playing more than 4 in the box here. I would suggest that we move our linebackers up and close off the box and make them go through the air a little bit.
I was going to say, make them beat us in the air.
That's it.
First down and 10
and here comes the air.
Here comes, he rolls to his right. He looks down the sideline. He has to throw it away. Chased out of bounds on the play.
Do I see a flag there? Yeah, there is a flag on the play.
Flag goes down. Wheeler chased him out. Let's see what the penalty is all about.
I'm not sure it's going to. Hopefully it is roughing the passer. Holding against CBC Memphis.
So Christian Brothers now will be pushed back on the pass attempt by Keegan Voss.
No matter what CBC there is, they always seem to draw penalties. If it's Memphis or here, it doesn't seem to make a lot of difference.
I think I'm going to go with, let's see, it's Christian Brothers High School, so I think I'm going to go with CBHS for them, CBC for us, and hopefully I can keep it straight.
I'll just say CBC Memphis. Or I can just say Memphis.
There you go.
We got
now we're totally going to confuse everyone listening.
Yeah.
That's all right. Voss pitches to Grisante over the right side looking for room. He'll get it up close to midfield. And on the stop was number 23 for CBC, Clayton Stalling.
We're starting to get off the ball. We're starting to say, hey, this team is better than we thought. I don't care what their record is, 4-3. If we don't get our butt in gear here right now, they're going to be scoring at will on us.
It's second down at 22. Yes, Peter, we talked about it earlier. It's one thing to have size. We've been waiting to face a team with size this year.
Yes.
It looks like we're facing that team tonight, but can our speed of the Cadets win out against the size of the Purple Wave?
Probably not until the third or fourth quarter.
Voss takes the snap, hands it to Grisanti. Not this time. The Cadet defensive line is up to the task there, and I believe
Number 45.
That was Williams. And Kevin Williams, by the way, leads this team in tackles. That's his 40th of the season.
That's a lot of tackling.
It's a lot of tackling. 40 tackles for Kevin Williams, and he's got now 11 tackles for loss, as that was a loss of 2. Third down and 20 for Christian Brothers Purple Wave. Handoff to the up man, and he bounces it to the outside, and he gains almost 10 yards.
It'd be fourth and about 2, looks like.
That was a big, strong run there by Austin Lee. Almost back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be fourth and...
They're going to pooch it, but they're going to kick it. I would suggest that we look for a fake.
And there's a different up man lined up this time, Peter.
Yes.
A different up man. So we'll see. Here's the snap. It goes all the way back, and Million is back deep, and he shanks it over off to the right side. That'll get out of bounds. Somewhere inside the 30, but not quite to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, right about on the 30-yard line. Pretty poor kick there. Well, CBC, St. Louis, dodged a couple bullets there.
They did. A long touchdown was called back from the holding penalty, and then fake punt. They survived the fake punt, and then they held Christian Brothers Purple Wave to a fourth down there after another holding penalty called on their offensive line. And now the Cadets offense needs to go to work. Lake Charles gun Kalen Taylor flanked to his left. Two receivers to the right. There's a fake to Taylor. Fired over the middle. Caught by Orban. Orban toughs through a tackle. Boy, he got hit immediately by Grisanti, but he battled for an extra 2 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 1.
I like Coach Pingle's first call. This loosens up those linebackers right now. And the secondary, they've got to take a look and guard against that pass.
Charlton hands it to Kalen Taylor, going over the right side, and he will get the first down. Ultimately brought down on the play by number 43 for the Purple Wave. So first down and 10 Cadets at the 44-yard line. 6:09 and counting here in the first quarter. 0-0 tie. This is the Cadets' first possession of the first quarter. Fired over in the flat and caught, but the ball was led a little too far and slipping on that turf. Looks like it was Lamar Anderson.
Yeah, that ball was really, really low, and he probably should not have caught that. We lost about 4 yards.
So,
but again, that has to do with that slippery ball. I haven't seen our quarterbacks throw that short ball at all this year to that out pattern.
That's Lamar Anderson's 34th catch of the year. That leads the Cadets. He also has 6 touchdowns, averaging 12.5 per catch.
Seems to be a little confusion on the call of the next play. But they haven't called...
they haven't started the play clock yet either.
No, it looks like the men in the stripes are doing something weird over there, too.
It looks like the official is over talking to the Coach Scott Vogel, having a conversation.
Just a small mist in the air right now, although I see some pretty good raindrops down there in the puddles on the track.
Yeah, there's still some umbrellas. We see a very nice Disney Six Flags cartoon umbrella right there.
Yeah.
Tweety Bird, Sylvester the Cat.
Bird. That's not Disneyland, though, you know.
No, not Disneyland.
That's Warner Brothers.
Right. Warner Brothers. My bad.
Yeah. What?
You're bad? My bad.
You're bad.
My bad. Daffy Duck's on there. Daffy Duck?
Yeah, relative of mine.
Pitch to Kalen Taylor, looking over the right side. He goes around the corner, inside the 40, across the 45. He avoided a couple of tacklers before finally being brought down by Warner Hill. A gain of 6 or 7. It'll be 2nd down now and 6 for CBC.
I'm always amazed at Kalen. He can cut inside a phone booth.
He really turns it upfield quickly, which makes that stretch play so much better. 3rd down and 7 now. Charlton looking, fires over the middle. It's caught. And a tackle broken down across the 30.
One block.
Inside the 20. One block, and he's out of bounds.
Very nice.
Inside the 5, Trey Brown. Blocked downfield by number 14, Cameron Curtis.
And no penalties.
No flags on the play. It'll be first down and goal. They actually said his foot stepped out at the 8.
I think the officials forgot to throw the penalty. I think that's what happened.
You think they forgot there?
Yeah, they forgot. It's
Charlton out of the shotgun now. Caitlin Taylor to his right. 2 receivers at the top of your screen to his left. Charlton takes a snap, fakes to Taylor, fires over the middle. Ooh, incomplete. Big hit there. Good defensive play by number 4, Warner Hill from that linebacker.
Yeah, that was a good play because it was a good complete pass, and he got his big arm in there and knocked it away.
Yep, hit Orban just as he got there, just as the ball got there. So it'll be second and goal now for the Cadets at the 8-yard line. Out of the shotgun.
Pretty
Charlton.
wide open on the left side here.
He's going to take it himself. Weaving his way up the middle. He'll slither in for the touchdown. Charlton slid past the defender who flew past him, and he goes in for the touchdown. What a run from Blake Charlton. 8 yards out. The Cadets lead 6-0.
Number 4 for Memphis is down.
Looks like Warner Hill is hurt, and let's hope that young man is okay. He went down after that play was over. The trainers are out.
It's not legs.
No, they're looking at somewhere on his upper body. I want to say he landed maybe on his shoulder.
Yeah, I'm I'm thinking left shoulder, but I don't know. What would you rather have, a leg injury or a shoulder injury?
I wouldn't want to have any of them.
I wouldn't, but the name is football. I mean,
Cadet fans, are you protected? Call State Farm agent and CBC alum Tim Kylo for all of your insurance needs. Tim is more than just the best insurance guy in town. He's also the presenting sponsor of the Cadet Student Network. We are incredibly grateful for his support. Give Tim a call, 314-842-4442, or shoot him an email at tim@timkylo. That's KILO.com.
no, Tim is very aware of what goes on in football. You know, he's a real football fan.
He really is. He was talking to me about Missouri earlier. I'll be up very early tomorrow morning, headed to Columbia. The Tigers play at 11 a.m. And so I'll be making the trip up there to do my regular public address duties. But he was asking me about Missouri tomorrow, and he throws out some good info. He knows his stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Tim Kylo.
And to know about insurance, too. That's tough. I used to sell insurance, you know.
Did you?
Yeah. I worked for the Aetna many years ago coming out of college.
Warner Hill is now getting up slowly, and it looks like they're going to have to help him off, which is very sad to see. You don't want to ever see that. And they're not even going to take him back to the sideline. They're going to walk him across.
It's left arm or left shoulder.
Yeah, they're holding that arm, and so it looks like a relatively serious injury, and that's a shame. We hope Warner Hill's okay. The senior, number 4. Made a couple of really nice plays on that drive, had a tackle up here at midfield, and then broke up a touchdown pass to Orban. So we wish that young man the best of luck. Hope he's okay. Meinzer now will come on and attempt the extra point for CBC after the Blake Charlton 8-yard touchdown run. Snap back, ball down, the kick is up, and it is good. The CBC Cadets with 5:01 to play here in the first quarter lead the Christian Brothers High School out of Memphis, Tennessee, 7-0. And you're watching CBC football on the Cadet Student Network.
842-4442, or send him an email, tim@timkylo.com. Call State Farm agent and CBC alum Tim Kylo for all your insurance needs. Tim and the State Farm team provide a full insurance review to make sure you and your family at the best possible price. Whether it's auto, renters, home, business, or life insurance, for more than 23 years, Tim has helped his clients manage the risks of everyday life and realize their dreams. For all your insurance needs, contact one of our school's most loyal alums, Class of 77 graduate Tim, at 314-842-4442, or send him an email, tim@timkylo.com.
We're back here live at W. Michael Ross Stadium in the Tim Kylo broadcast booth. The CBC Cadets and the Christian Brothers High School Purple Wave from Memphis, Tennessee. And the Cadets lead 7-0. Jacob Meinzer will kick off. 5:01 to play, first quarter, and he boots it deep all the way back to the 5-yard line, and it will be returned across the 20, the 25, up close to the 30 for the Purple Wave. And making that return was number 11 is Cole Kelly, the junior.
Number 11, Cole Kelly, the ball carrier.
That's a great name, you know.
Cole Kelly. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like an athlete, right?
Absolutely.
So now the Purple Wave will come to the line of scrimmage, moving from your right to your left. They had a touchdown already called back, a 60-yard run by Walker Grisanti was called back for holding. Then they had a fake punt to keep a drive alive, and then the Cadets finally stopped them. Oh, how about that break? That tackle break by the fullback, number 33. That was Austin Lee, who went head-on into a CBC defender, bounced off, and kept going. Big gain there.
Not a lot of pursuit on that one. He held him up for a millisecond or two, and there should have been two CBC guys on top of him, but they just didn't. Nice run.
First down now and 10. That was a first down run up to the 45-yard line. Voss out of the shotgun. Pitches. Oh, and a big hit there from the Cadets. Woo, I could feel it up here.
That's 17 to hit him?
Damian Baker came up with a big hit for CBC. Hit Grisanti 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
If you and I made a hit like that, we'd have to go right to the hospital.
They'd have to airlift me right now.
Great hit.
Loss of 2. 2nd and 12 now for CBHS. Boss out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it. Grisanti picks his way across the 45, almost to midfield. He's brought down at the 49. And it'll be 3rd and about 6 for the Purple Wave. You can text, or I'm sorry, you can tweet at CBC, at the Cadet Student Network, at CBC CSN. Let us know if you're enjoying the broadcast. At CBC CSN.
The big guy right up the middle again. Didn't make it.
Grisanti is close to the first down. Boy, he is a workhorse.
He really is.
It'll be 4th and 1.
Probably less than 1, huh?
Looks like it.
Now they're going to go for it.
They might as well.
Now, see, they can't go for that fake punt now because we'll be set up for it, so they have to go for it.
Voss actually came over to the sideline. Now he's coming back. He's got the play. Down to 15 on the play clock. 3 minutes remaining first quarter. CBC Cadets 7. Christian Brothers High School out of Memphis, nothing. Voss out of the pistol. Takes the snap, hands it. We're going to get a penalty. And I don't know if it's an offsides or if he was drawn off, but we'll see. It looked like a CBC defender jumped in the neutral zone, but we'll see if he was drawn off. Yep, it was on CBC. So that's an automatic first down for the Purple Wave. Christian Brothers High School out of Memphis, Tennessee in town here to play the Cadets tonight. 4-3 on the season. They only allow about 18 points a game, and they score just over 22. Voss pitches. Grisanti around the edge, and he's got a head of steam inside the 35 to the 34. They do run that shotgun pitch play to perfection.
Yeah, and I don't know why we're not tackling that quarterback. We got to punish him for that. I mean, we're right on him, and just as he pitches it, we let go. Go ahead and just pile right into him. We don't know if he's keeping the ball or not. He's fair game. Remember when Mizzou
feel it a little bit.
Remember when Dobbs is running that option play for Navy against Mizzou?
Yep.
And they killed us with that play. And we never would tackle Dobbs. I think they ought to just absolutely barrel into that quarterback every time.
Voss now out of the offset eye. He hands it to the fullback. The fullback will get nowhere. Ooh, he's still battling. It took about 3 CBC defenders to finally bring him down. Finishing him off was Wardenberg. That fullback, Austin Lee, would not go down. 3rd down now and 4.
their running backs are a load, I'll tell you.
They really are. They get a head of steam going. That offensive line is big and athletic.
And they keep their feet moving. They keep their knees running.
I am so far very impressed with this Purple Wave squad. Voss out of the shotgun. Or not out of the shotgun.
Fumble.
Fumbles the snap. The ball hits the turf. Voss falls on it. And it'll now be 4th down and 6. And had it not been for this Purple Wave team killing themselves.
That's right.
Penalties and fumble. This game would be tied, and they'd be marching closer to the end zone right now for a second score.
Well, they got a good solid 6.5, 7 yards to go. So what do you call here, Coach? Want to put it in the air?
Seems like they're getting 5-6 yards a pop on that pitch play.
Yeah, I would. I mean,
I don't know that they're going to put it up in the air. This team, it doesn't seem built for throwing the ball. We'll see what happens. Voss hand. It's going to be a first down.
Maybe a touchdown.
Big room inside the 30, inside the 20, move inside the 10. Nothing fancy.
Somebody's got to say, hey, they might give it to the big guy. I think I'll play him. And we're not doing that right now.
First and goal at the 8 after the long run by Walker Grisanti.
That's not Walker. That's runner Grisanti.
That is, he is coming with a head of steam. First down and goal, 30 seconds remaining, first quarter. 7-0 Cadets.
I hope he gets tired.
I formation for Voss. He hands it to Grisanti. He goes nowhere. There's the purple jerseys of the Cadet defensive line coming in to make that play. No gain.
Hey, Tom.
Second down and goal now at the 8.
And that's the end of the quarter, huh?
That'll be the end of the first quarter with the score, the CBC Cadets 7, Christian Brothers High School nothing. But they're knocking on the door. We'll see what happens when we come back right after this.
Cadet Student Network loves to stop in and see owner and CBC alum Miguel Carretero, class of '86. You should do the same. Holy cannoli, you gotta try Guido's Pizzeria and Tapas on the Hill. Guido's Pizzeria and Tapas offers the best of Mediterranean cuisine with a full menu of classic Italian fare, traditional Spanish entrees, and tapas. Guido's delivers a taste of Spain in the middle of Italy. Try their made-to-order dishes like Guido's homemade lasagna and the rich flan. Located on the heart of the hill at 5046 Shaw Boulevard, Guido's is open 7 days a week, till midnight on Friday and Saturday, and till 11 p.m. on Sunday through Thursday. The Cadet Student Network loves to stop in and see owner and CBC alum Miguel Carretero, class of '86. You should do the same. Holy cannoli, you gotta try Guido's Pizzeria and Tapas on the Hill.
Welcome back to CBC Football on the Cadet Student Network. My name is Randy Molman, and Tom Eichwald has joined me here in the Tim Kylo broadcast booth. Tom, you're used to being in here. You sit with me all the time.
I am. Do a little soccer, do a little basketball, some football from time to time. It's always fun to be here. Thank you, Randy.
There's a rollout by Voss here to start the second quarter, looking for the end zone. He'll get, he may have.
I saw the pylon go over. There it is.
Wow, I thought he may have gone out of bounds. Hard to see from this angle, but he dives across the pylon. Touchdown for the Purple Wave.
Yeah, it looked like Damian Baker was trying to make the point that he stepped out of bounds, but he didn't persist. I think you got to hand him that one. That's quite an effort.
This team, you've watched the first quarter a little bit. This team from Memphis isn't bad.
No, they're not. And I'm really excited, A, because it's so cool to have CB Memphis and CBC St. Louis. It's just such a cool atmosphere. But in many ways, I think for the team, it's a playoff-type simulation, because you're playing a team you're not very familiar with, something you run into late in the season in the playoffs. And also you're playing a team that so far has come out, they've gone after you. We saw the fake punt. They mean business. CBC has not played a lot of really good games this year, so I'm really excited about seeing them play what should be a pretty good game today.
Absolutely, and this team across the way they've got some size on the offensive and defensive lines, which CBC has not seen most of this year. It's a very good test for when they get into the playoffs.
And I tell you, these boys were walking around our building today once they got here, the CB Memphis boys. They are some big fellas.
Hell yeah, I could tell. So, Tom, you're the religion teacher at CBC, correct?
Yes.
So, tell us a little bit about this tradition here brewing between these two
schools. See we talk about two Lasallian schools. You see the L in the bottom right-hand corner. LaSallian schools are schools founded in the tradition of St. John Baptist de La Salle. St. John Baptist de La Salle was born in 1651, died in 1719. He started out from a very wealthy family in Reims in France, was on a fast track to becoming a bishop, cardinal, you name it, but decided to give away all of his wealth and devote himself to teaching the poor boys in the streets of Reims. He saw that there was a need of education, and he saw that different students have different needs, and he devoted his entire life to making sure that he could meet every single one of those needs.
This is a kickoff return here by Trey Bryant, who came back across the field, and he may go inside midfield. One block to beat. Goodbye. I don't see any penalty flags, and that's a kickoff return for touchdown.
There is a penalty flag.
I see one down. Yep.
The referee is not making an effort to get down the field. That's not a good sign for CBC.
But they're calling
it against Memphis.
Against Memphis. No, he's changing
Correction,
it.
Okay.
He's changing it. He's changing it.
So that's one big play apiece.
Block in the back. Now 2 touchdowns called back.
Yep.
For illegal blocks and a hold. Wow.
What an atmosphere this game is.
It really is. It's gone up a notch here tonight. A lot of people here from Memphis in town to watch their team, and of course the CBC faithful here surviving the weather.
Yeah, all in all, lots of purple today.
So we talk about this now possibly being a yearly tradition between these two. Is that what I'm hearing?
I hope so. And I think next year, if I hear correctly, we may be playing LaSalle Cincinnati, another LaSallian school.
So I was going to ask you, are there other schools on the radar for CBC to maybe play a yearly game?
In terms of LaSallian schools,
right.
I think LaSalle Cincinnati is the other one that I've heard talk of. I think hopefully this is a good experience. I would love to see this become an annual tradition, or semi-annual, depending on, or biannual rather, I should say, depending on how the logistics work out, because obviously there's a lot that goes into it. But I hope to see CBC playing a lot more LaSallian schools, because I think it's important for people to realize CBC being the only LaSallian high school in St. Louis, we're not the only ones around. In fact, the Christian Brothers LaSallian network of schools is the largest network of schools in the world. Bigger than the Jesuits.
Wow. I wouldn't have known that. Charlton fires over to Trey Bryant. It's caught 6 yards on the right side.
The LaSallian schools, actually, we're in 80 countries and close to 1 million students right now, Randy, being educated in the LaSallian tradition throughout the world. So it really is neat to see a little bit of that
How
here.
many LaSallian schools in the network in the United States?
In the United States, there's a good number. There aren't as many. Again, there's only one in St. Louis, but there's a handful in Chicago.
Right.
There's 5 in the Twin Cities up north. So that's really kind of a hotbed of LaSallian. As we see the run here.
Still fighting. Wow, good run. Good, strong, hard run there for CBC.
Right, but obviously Memphis, there's a number in California, so there's a couple different districts. You have the DINA, the District of Eastern North America, which kind of covers the entire East Coast. You have the Midwest, which is all the way from Memphis, more or less, up to the Twin Cities, and then you have the San Francisco-New Orleans district, which is the kind of the south and west of the country. So,
how cool would it be for CBC to go down to New Orleans and play some football?
Well, and you talk about football in the LaSallian tradition. Nice run by Charlton there. Something we've seen him do pretty well already so far.
Averaging over 10 yards a carry this year is Charlton.
And you mentioned the football in the LaSallian tradition. Of course, the movie just came out, When the Game Stands Tall. The story of De La Salle in Concord, California, just outside of the East Bay area, which won, I think it was 12 years without a loss in football. I think it might be the longest winning streak in high school football history.
I've read about that story, but I have not seen that. Movie. It was a movie?
It was a movie.
Yeah.
Jim Caviezel has played Jesus and now a high school football coach.
There you go. Why not?
Of course. LaSallian football coach, very Christ-like, and nice to see Jim Caviezel representing that. But no, the movie focuses not just on the football side of it, but on the human development side, because it's so important as a LaSallian school to develop these young men as human beings, not just as students, not just as intellects, not just as athletes, but as human beings. So it's nice to see that reflected in mainstream media.
Caleb Allen dropped for a loss there. He tried to spin out of trouble, and he couldn't. Good play defensively there from the Purple Wave. Tom Eichwald joining me, the religion teacher here at CBC, and also, you recognize the voice. He's been on the Cadet Student Network way more than I have. Soccer, basketball, football. What else have you done on the Cadet Student
I've done a little bit of lacrosse.
Stand-up comedy?
Lacrosse? No. I usually call that halftime of the soccer game, but the
fired to Million. He makes the catch, and he may go inside the 20. Finally ridden down by number 15 there. Cameron Sanders caught him.
You got to say that's some impressive speed from Sanders, because you don't run down Mike Millian that easily.
And I was going to say, not only good speed, but Sanders is big.
Yeah, he is listed, folks, at he's not listed as size, but I got to say he's
bigger than Millian. Well, he ran him down.
They talk about both being 6'2", 170 plus, so I would not be surprised by that.
I think Peter Demos was saying earlier he had talked about their defensive backfield being built more like linebackers on this team.
But with the speed of true defensive backs, so that's something CBC hasn't seen.
So how long have you been here at CBC now?
Well, I've been here. This is my 4th year as a teacher. On the other side of the desk, I was a student and graduate here at the class of 2007. Of course, my senior year, the first time CBC went to state in football, so good memories of CBC football from graduating here. I went to the Catholic University of America, Washington, D.C., and came back, and again, 4th year here. Loving every minute of it. It's so neat to be a part of this community.
Joining me, this is Randy Molman. We're here watching CBC football on the Cadet Student Network. Game is tied 7-7, 9:36 to play until halftime. And this has really been an exciting first half so far between two LaSallian schools.
It is, and again, I just can't describe how happy I am to have this matchup. Certainly a shout out to all of our Memphis fans watching who couldn't make the trip. And I got a number of friends down there at CBHS Memphis. Hope you guys are doing well and enjoying the show here, because we know we are.
I was telling Peter earlier that hopefully the fans that are watching will forgive me if I confuse team colors and team names.
Yeah, just we heard our students.
Purple Wave and Cadets. I'm just going with that.
Our student section a while ago chanting "Fire up CB." I don't think they're used to playing.
There's a pass in the flat to Million. He's going to get ridden down after a gain of about 5. Leading the charge there was Frederick Douglas.
Late
and
flag.
We're going to get a late flag.
Not sure what the flag was. You saw some handshakes over there from Million and the defenders. No hard feelings for sure.
Unsportsmanlike after the play, so that's usually what happens, and it's usually defensively. It's very rare that an offensive player gets called for that after the play.
And that's going to be half the distance.
So CBC will have it now. Let's see where they mark it off. It'll be inside the 10, it looks like. So it'll be first, be right at the 6. Just outside the 6. First and goal now for the Cadets. 9:24 to play.
Well, you really have to take advantage of this opportunity. At this point in a close game, you got to start generating some separation. I think for CBC, the separation's huge because so many joint prayer service earlier.
Trey Bryant over the right side looking to cut it upfield. He does, and there's
another flag.
Multiple flags as Bryant runs in for the touchdown, and this is going to get called back.
Yeah, just to finish the point, I think for CBC, a lot of events you're hosting, it's exciting. We saw our football players giving tours to the CB Memphis players. I think their comfort level might be a little bit affected going into this game because their preparation isn't what it is every other week. But you figure once CBC, maybe if they can build a little bit of a lead, all of a sudden they get back into that just running comfortable offense. And I think right now for CBC, a touchdown here would be huge as far as establishing their confidence.
And you got to think the routine for CB Memphis is the same also.
Right.
I mean, they're out of their routine. They drove all the way up here. They're spending the day walking around our campus. And so it's got both teams trying to feel their way. But I got to say, for this first quarter plus, it's been an exciting game.
So it has. And the score is tied, and I think that is an accurate representation of what we've seen.
Trey Bryant up the middle. He gets tackled after a gain of maybe 6. He'll get inside the 10 to the 9.
So nice to have Trey back. Of course, missed a couple weeks there.
Just a dynamic runner.
Yes.
Averaging 10.5 yards per carry this year.
Yeah.
10.5.
He can run so many different ways. I mean, he's got the speed to get around, the power to run you over.
Charlton over on the left side for Million. Turns it up. Touchdown. CBC. No flags.
It's probably about the 5th touchdown of the game, but probably 6th, but I think only the second or the 3rd that counts, rather. So
Meinzer will come on and attempt the extra point. It is now 13-7 Cadets.
And as if we needed more of a playoff atmosphere, it is cold and raining, which only makes it that much better.
I mean, that drive up here for this Purple Wave team, it had to have been rough. It rained the last couple of days. The weather's just been dreary.
It has.
Snapback ball down, the kick is
up. And the downside of that, of course, with the thunderstorms we've had the last couple of days, you're practicing inside, too.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go out and run your normal practices. Our grass fields are closed, our stadium field soccer games are going on, so your practice schedule's disrupted as well.
That's Tom Eichwald, everybody. Tom, I appreciate it, man.
Randy, it was great talking to you. It was nice being on the air at the same time.
This is the first. It's usually you or me.
The first of many, I hope. Thank you, Randy.
That was Tom Eichwald, and we thank him for joining me in the booth. Give us a little LaSallian school tradition. Talk about the the tradition here that is evolved with hopefully CBC and some other LaSallian schools from around the country, Tom Eichwald, and he does a fantastic job on the play-by-play for soccer. He's done football, he's done basketball, so he's a versatile team player here at CBC, and I appreciate having Tom step in and talk to me for a few minutes.
Yeah, he and I did the DeSmet game. He's very talented.
He does a fantastic job. I know he does a lot of the soccer broadcasts, and it's good to have Tom in here. This is the first time Tom and I have been in on the air together.
Oh.
It's usually him or me. Meinzer will kick off. It's 14-7 Cadets now. And that is a nice deep kick, but it'll land right at the 5-yard line. Returned out by Douglas. Douglas across the 25, run to the sideline. He gets across the 30, turns the corner, and gets out to about the 39. Good return there by Frederick Douglas. You know, you were saying earlier, Peter, Tom and I were talking about it, the defensive backfield for that Christian Brothers team, that defensive backfield, you are right. They are built like linebackers.
Yeah, they're very, very strong. And that's why our passing offenses seem to be pretty little successful. We might have to rely on that a little bit more, loosen those guys up a little bit.
CBC leads 14-7, 8:32 remaining. Voss out of the
fumble.
snap, and he fumbles the ball, but it'll be recovered. In the backfield, looks like recovered by Austin Lee. That's the second fumble now by the quarterback, Voss. It just looks like he's trying to do something with it before he actually gets control of that snap.
Slipperify.
Or it's slipperfied. I'm going to go with that because then we can use the word slipperfied. Now they'll huddle up 2nd and 15, 8:06 and counting, second quarter. 14-7. CBC leads CB Memphis.
That's easy for you to say.
Voss. Offset pistol now, hands it off to Grisanti. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. And the Cadets are now starting to bring the linebackers up into those running lanes, and that's what you were calling for earlier.
That's right, and I really believe that Coach Pingle is saying we need to gang tackle. We're just not going to bring down these guys with 1 or 2 guys. You see somebody make contact, you run and you get over there and help out. You can't expect everybody, there's no breaks here.
3rd down and 15. Last time they had a 3rd and long, it was about a 25-yard carry out of the backfield by Walker Grisanti. Let's see what they do here. I formation. Voss under center. Takes the snap, hands it to the up man. No gain.
That was a very strange call. A little play right up the middle.
Austin Lee is hit at the line of scrimmage. I was talking to Coach Chris Maris before the game, and Chris was telling me that some of the stuff that he had heard from the coaching staff was that this CB Memphis team is very vanilla, very bland.
Yes, oh yeah.
But they are powerful, and they will do stuff like that on 3rd and 15. They'll run the ball right up the middle instead of trying to get the first down.
They're very lunch pail.
Million back deep, standing at his 32. Here's the punt, and that ball is shanked also, but it'll get a good roll for the Purple Wave inside the 35 and go out of bounds at the 32. So the Cadets will take over 1st down and 10, and looking to add to this 14. Now would be the time to do it, Peter.
Yeah, this Memphis team is saying they're utilitarian. They're basically, they go to work with their lunch pail and their hat on, and they get the job done.
And they've been impressive on the line of scrimmage, and their running game is very impressive. But when they get in 2nd and 3rd and long, it doesn't seem like they're well equipped to throw the ball to get yardage.
Yeah, they're not a passing offense.
Looks like Jack Even is checked in, if I see that correctly.
Yes, he is in there.
Fakes it to Bryant, throws it to the sideline. Cameron Curtis, no gain. Stood up there by that big defensive back. That corner, Frederick Douglas, the senior, number 2.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would throw that ball to the wide side of the field instead of the strong side. Didn't give those guys a lot of room to juke these guys out a little bit and give a little more running room around them.
You look down here at the bottom of your screen, to the left of Even, you've got Mike Million going up against number 15. That's Cameron Sanders, and Sanders, he's just built like a linebacker out there. Even, looking. Now he finds Million. Million had to jump to get it, and he didn't hold on.
Nah, it's a little bit too tall, that pass. That should have been feathered and kind of thrown a little bit easier.
It'll be 3rd and 10 now for the Cadets, leading 14-7, 5:50 remaining in the second quarter. My name's Randy Molman. I'm alongside Peter Demos. You're watching CBC football on the Cadet Student Network. Even out of the shotgun, he's got Trey Bryant flanked to his left. He takes back, steps, fires. It's caught. Million now tries to turn it upfield, trying to get the first down. He is brought down by Cameron Sanders. He's going to be close. We'll see if they measure it.
It looks like it's first down.
Yep, they're giving it to him. First down, Cadets.
Well, both the quarterbacks are throwing well.
Jack Even came in this year, Peter, with a 55% completion percentage.
Yeah, anything over 50% is awfully good.
There's a handoff to Brian. He picks his way across midfield inside Purple Wave territory to the 48-yard line. Even was 55%, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions coming in. Pass for 405 yards.
Second and about, what, 2?
Looks like second and a 2, maybe a long 1, but yeah, they're going to call it 2. Bryant takes the ball over the right side. He's going to turn it upfield. He's got a first down. Inside the 40, hops his way inside the 35, and we're going to get another penalty flag behind the play, and that is going to come back, I believe.
Yeah. Holding or blocking the back. Boy, those are brutal penalties.
Weary made the tackle. We're going to see if it's a hold or a block in the back. Either way, this does not bode well for the Cadets. It'll be second and long instead of a first.
Yeah, it'll be second and about, what, 12. They're taking the flag away, aren't they?
They're picking up the flag. Let's see what happens.
They don't ever pick up flags.
There you go. Holding on the Cadets.
Well, it's hard on the umpire's back to reach down and pick up those flags. Easy to throw because they don't have to bend down.
Right. So they'll mark off the penalty. CBC leading 14-7 second quarter here from W. Michael Ross Stadium. We are in the Tim Kylo broadcast booth. Hey, when you need an attorney, you want someone you can count on to protect your legal rights. The attorneys at Milliken Wright are here for you. Brian Milliken and CBC grad Chris Wright have fiercely represented the injured and accused in civil and criminal cases in the St. Louis metro area for more than 15 years. Give them a call. 314-621-0622 for Milliken Wright online, millikenwright.com. Milliken Wright will fight for you. The officials, here we go. So the penalty got marked down the field, but it was placed back.
They did pick up the flag.
Well, let's see. It's second and 1. Kalen Taylor, the ball carrier, he'll
first down.
Needle his way across the 47 to the 46, and that is a first down for CBC. So it'll be first down for the Cadets at the 46-yard line. Out of the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to his right. Even has one at the bottom of your screen to his left. There's a handoff to Trey Bryant. Not much there.
98 kind of tripped him up as he went by.
So it'll be second down and 8 now for CBC. 2-yard gain there. .404 and counting. Even pumps to the left, looks down the field, he fires down the left. Mike Million! What an adjustment by Mike Million! Came back to the ball and made a spectacular catch, and he turned Cameron Sanders around. Wow, what a catch!
Back shoulder. That's one of the new things I don't remember seeing years ago. It's what the pros do a lot of times. They go there and then they throw it short to the outside. It's called a back shoulder, and it really worked out well.
Kalen Taylor takes the ball. He runs up the middle. He's got room inside the 20. Spins across the 15 to the 5. Wow! 2 fantastic plays. Mike Million with a circus catch. And then Kalen Taylor spins, avoids a tackle, and goes in for the score.
Really fun to watch this team.
Wow. Seems like I say wow 3-4 times every week, Peter.
Our running backs are just fantabulous. They really, really know how to run with the ball. And they just keep moving. Their legs, everything is just constant motion, like trying to catch a hamster.
Snap back, ball is down. Meinzer's kick is up. It's good. So with 3:45 to play here in the second quarter, The CBC Cadets lead the CB Memphis Purple Wave 21-7. My name's Randy Molman along with Peter Demos, and we will be back to bring you more cadet football action right after this.
Pizzeria and Tapas offers the best of Mediterranean cuisine with a full menu of classic Italian fare, traditional Spanish entrees, and tapas. Guido's Taste of Spain and the try their made-to-order dishes like Guido's homemade lasagna and the rich caramelized flan. Located on the heart of the hill at 5046 Boulevard, Guido's is open 7 days a week, till midnight on Friday and Saturday, and till 11 p.m. on Sunday through Thursday. The Cadet Student Network loves to stop in and see owner and CBC alum Miguel Carretero, class of '86. You should do the same. Holy cannoli. Try Guido's Pizzeria and Tapas on Guido's Pizzeria and Tapas.
We're back live at W. Michael Ross Stadium. The Cadets will kick off. Meinzer boots it deep.
Getting in.
Back inside the 5 and across. Ooh.
He had his back foot in the end zone.
They said he caught it with his left foot outside of the end zone, and then his right foot stepped across. But I thought the rule was if he stepped back in, it was a touchback.
That's my belief also.
That was Walter Payton.
Walter Payton?
Walter Payton. Not.
Oh, okay.
How great would it be if your name was Walter Payton?
Be a lot to live up to.
That's true. Maybe it wouldn't be so great.
One of my favorite runners of all time, I'll tell you. Fun to watch.
First down and 10 now for CB Memphis. Pitch out to number 3 on the left side. Good defensive play by the Cadets. 1 yard gain. Damian Baker came in. And Damian Baker from that defensive backfield is a very good tackler.
He sure is. He always gets his head on the outside, so he's managed to at least slow the guy up. If he doesn't completely make the tackle, he gets the guy into a stumble mode. And our defense now is starting to catch up now a little bit. They're starting to understand that they are in a rough game here. These guys are...
They're in a dogfight for sure, despite the score.
That's exactly right. And they're geared up now. It took them a little while, but they're going now.
Second down now and about 8 yards. Voss hands it off. Up the, big hit there. Lamar Anderson came in. And that was Deontay Woods with his second carry.
Yeah, number 18 and number 9 both put the kibosh on him.
Number 18 for CBC, Sean Boyd in on the stop there. Anderson and Boyd, the two safeties, came in. So it'll be 3rd and 4 for CB Memphis. 21-7 your score. The CBC Cadets lead. 2:26 and counting. First half.
Does this quarterback throw it all?
He's tried to throw twice to no avail. Voss under center, hands it off. There he is. Left side, he stumbles forward. They'll give it to him. First down. First down for CB Memphis.
I'll tell you, going into a huddle is a disadvantage really for that offense. It really allows CBC St. Louis to really kind of get together, figure out what they're going to do, talk it over a little bit.
Do you think, though, because they don't have much of a passing game, do you think they go in the huddle thinking if they run down the clock, wear down defenses, keep other offenses off the field, that's helpful?
Well, they're going to
be part of it.
They're going to wear themselves out a little bit too.
Looked like the ball was loose. There was some extracurricular activity after that whistle.
I think the ball was down, though.
They're going to say it was down. Boyd in on the stop, 4-yard carry. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Purple Wave. They have 1:20 to play here in the first half. They don't seem to be in much of a hurry, trailing 21-7. Voss with the I formation.
Yeah.
Penalty flag.
I think that's enough.
That'll be another offsides call on CBC.
Yeah.
That'll make it 2nd and 1 after they mark off that penalty. 2nd down and 1. Out of the I formation, there's Grisanti again. He barrels up the middle inside the 40. No, he doesn't quite get to the 45. He's tackled at the 46, and check that. That was not Grisanti. That was Deontay Woods, the junior tailback.
Deontay's got some speed in those feet.
Yeah, their running backs are impressive. Deontay Woods, Walker Grisanti, and their fullback is a load, Austin Lee. That's a good group of backs that this Christian Brothers Memphis team has. Voss will go out of the pistol. 35 seconds and counting. Takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. Looking over the left side. He's got room. Inside the 40. Inside the 35. Inside the 30. Down the sideline. Knocked out at the 20-yard line. Keegan Voss says, why should I throw it when I can run 25 yards?
Only got 27 seconds left in the half here, huh?
At the 23-yard line now for Christian Brothers Memphis.
And Memphis only has 1 timeout left. So they only got roughly 3 plays to do something here.
From the 23, 1st down and 10. Voss out of the shotgun. He's in a pistol formation. Lined up behind him, looks like Grisanti. Nope, it was the fullback, and there's a shot for the corner.
Out of bounds.
Incomplete. That was a jump ball. Voss just said, I'm going to throw it up. Go get it, big boy.
It also looked like offensive pass interference, too. He was pushing off pretty good.
There was definitely a lot of contact down there in the corner. Some of those CBC defenders were saying what you were saying, and that there was a little offensive pass interference there. 2nd and 10 now, 21 seconds remaining first half. First half. Cadets lead. My name's Randy Molman. I'm alongside Peter Demos. We're going to get a timeout, it looks like. Timeout called by CBC. They want to talk it over.
CBC who?
CBC St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
The Cadets.
I got confused there for a moment.
Hey, we've been pretty good about not confusing. We've done a good job. All right, so CSN thanks all of their sponsors, like the Lab Gym on Manchester Road, Millpaws Piping and Supply, Let's Party Now Catering, and Guido's Pizzeria and Tapas. These loyal businesses make this broadcast possible, so be sure to support those sponsors. The CBC Alumni Association and our admissions department also sponsor CSN, and we appreciate it. Cadet fans, do you know a grade school student who might be a future cadet? Please encourage them to pay us a visit and experience CBC for themselves. Call Melissa Ryan at 314-985-6095 to schedule a tour of CBC or an 8th grade shadow visit. That's 314-985-6095. Spend a day with us and experience what CBC is all about. So threatening here, the Christian Brothers High School from Memphis, Tennessee, the Purple Wave. They are threatening at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 10 with 21 seconds to play here in the first half. Cadets leading by 2 touchdowns. Voss, offset pistol, now looks down the field. He fires into the flat, and it's behind the receiver. It was intended for Grisanti, but it was behind him. And it'll now be 3rd down and 10. .7 seconds remaining. It's been an entertaining first half. 21-7 the score, CBC. Still some rain falling. Boy, that rain just will not get out of the area. It has been raining for 2 days here in the St. Louis area. Voss with the pitch. Over to the fullback, number 33. He drives towards the sidelines. I don't think he got out of bounds. Austin Lee.
Well, they're stopping the clock.
They are stopping it, so he did get out.
They might have called a timeout. They did call a timeout.
He did not get out of bounds. Timeout called. So it'll be 4th down now, and I'm assuming they will try a field goal, but it doesn't look as if the offense is the field, although I do see the kicker coming out to warm up a little bit. That's number 84, Jake Richards. Saw him take one of those warm-up kicks, you know, where you kick air. You come out, you just kick air.
And you can see it because he's got these really bright, glow-in-the-dark yellow shoes on.
There you go. Kickers.
I tell you, they're always styling, you know.
So it looks like number 84, Jake Richards, will come on to attempt a field goal. He is a junior. I believe he's left-footed. If I saw the... Yep. He is left-footed.
Yeah, he's a left-footed kicker.
So this will be a 34-yard field goal attempt for CB Memphis. They trail 21-7.
Don't think they'll try a fake, do you?
I don't think so. You never know, though. This team did try to fake punt early in this game and succeeded. The kick is blocked.
Pick it up.
By CBC.
And that's the half.
That is the, 2.9 seconds. But yes, that should end the first half. That kick is blocked, and I believe it was Sean Boyd who came free and blocked that kick.
Well, we still got 2.9 seconds left.
So it'll be first down and 10 for CBC with 2.9 seconds remaining in the first half. Will they try something here, or will they just sit on it and go into halftime with a 14-point lead? We will see.
How about a hook and lateral right now?
The old hook and lateral.
Not to be confused with the hook and ladder, which is a fireman's term.
Looks like they're going to go into victory formation, although it's only halftime, but they will kneel on it. And there you go. That is the end of the first half here from W. Michael Ross Stadium. The CBC Cadets lead Christian Brothers Memphis 21-7. Fans, we want to remind you that CSN is more than just about athletics. Our theater program's performance of Godspell and last week's Alumni Hall of Fame induction are all available for on-demand viewing. From the classroom to the court, from the field to the stage, if it's happening at CBC, you will find it on CSN. Your halftime score from W. Michael Ross Stadium, the CBC Cadets 21, Christian Brothers Memphis 7. The Cadets, 3 touchdowns, 1 to Mike Million, 1 Blake Charlton touchdown run, and I believe Bryant had the other one.
Bryant or Kalen, the little guy.
Maybe it was Kalen.
I think it was Kalen around the near side over here.
Maybe I should write this stuff down. I usually try to, Peter, but I think I forgot.
Well, when you get our age, we forget a lot more than that, I'll tell you.
It's 21-7 CBC. We're going to take you down to the field now. We're going to take you down to the field. Cadets are honoring the class of 2004 in the United States Olympic Mango. We now take you to the PA announcer, Jim Platt, and he will bring you the presentation here at halftime.
The Junior World Competition in 2006 and was also a University World Champion that year. He is a 6-time senior national champion and a 5-time member of the United States team to compete at the World Championships. The first American to qualify for 5 world teams. Spencer has twice represented our country in the Olympics, competing in Beijing in 2008 and in London in 2012. Joining Spencer on the track are his high school coaches, CBC teachers Jim Brockman and Ed Hamer. We are proud to honor this great cadet. Congratulations, Spencer, and thank you for representing our CBC school community so well. Please give a big round of applause to this world-class cadet.
Yeah, it says USA Mango. That's amazing. It was up your hood, and I was like, oh, everything scares me. Yes! All right. He's trying. Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the CBC High School Fine Arts Department proudly presents the CBC Band of Brothers. The band in their classic Superstition.
I'm tired down here. I'm tired down here. I had you almost the whole quarter. I can't get it. Over here. I got you.
Call State Farm agent and CBC alum Tim Kylo for all your insurance. Tim and the State Farm team provide a full insurance review to make sure you and your family are covered at the best possible price. Whether it's auto, renters, home, business, or life insurance, for more than 23 years, Tim has helped his clients manage the risks of everyday life and realize their dreams. For all your insurance needs, contact one of our school's most loyal alums, Class of 77 graduate Tim Kylo at 314-842-4442 or send him an email, tim@timkylo, K-I-L-O.
Offers the best of Mediterranean cuisine with a full menu of classic Italian fare, traditional Spanish entrees, and tapas. Guido's delivers a taste of Spain in the middle of Italy. Try their made-to-order dishes like Guido's homemade lasagna and the rich caramelized flan. Located on the heart of the hill at 5046 Shaw Boulevard, Guido's is open 7 days a week, till midnight on Friday and Saturday, and till 11 p.m. on Sunday through Thursday. The Cadet Student Network loves the owner and CBC alum Miguel Carretero, class of 86. You should do the same. Holy cannoli. You gotta try Guido's Pizzeria and Tapas on the hill. Guido's Pizzeria and Tapas offers the best of Mediterranean cuisine with a full menu of Italian fare, traditional Spanish. entrees, and toppings. Guido's delivers a taste of Spain in the middle of Italy. Try their made-to-order dishes like Guido's homemade lasagna and the rich caramelized flan. Located on the heart of the hill at 5046 Shaw Boulevard, Guido's is open 7 days a week, till midnight on Friday and Saturday, and till 11 p.m. on Sunday through Thursday. The Cadet Student Network loves to stop in and see owner and CBC alum Miguel Carretero, class of '86. You should do the same. You gotta try Guido's Pizzeria and Tapas.
And junior Chris Creasy. Here is the rock classic by Leonard Skinner, Freebird.
You know what? Let me change that. You're right. I got for you. You're like, woo! Then it just gets to the point of just depressing. It's like, I'll never retire. I said, just let everybody know. I'm CBC man. He said, what? You gotta go. I said, no, I can't see on the other side. I gotta stay here. Were they nice to you then? Oh yeah, they were cool. Which one is your son? I said, number 44. What's his name? I said, yeah. That was outstanding. You definitely got it. My fourth quarter, they're like, you get on over there. Because they had, you remember both of them because
CBC Band of Brothers under the direction of Ray Benton.
Miami just won their first game in like forever. They won it last year. One of my good friends' sons, he's a freshman. They play football. He got a rookie right. And so he's a freshman though, and they're probably redshirt. And we've been trying to go for a game, and that last game that got rained out was on Saturday. We were supposed to walk that weekend because they thought they were going to bring their because they got a new coach this year. No, he's from Notre Dame. They came over to Notre Dame and brought up his Notre Dame guys. So they my dad's best friend with the Notre Dame coach. Like in the 70s. Oh my God. It's like, you're Indian.
Ladies and gentlemen, the combined bands of the CBC Band of Brothers and the CBHS Memphis Pet Band. Let's hear it for them.
I think he got dinged up. Now,
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here live at W. Michael Ross Stadium here at, you're watching the Cadets Student Network. My name is Randy Molman. I'm alongside Peter Demos. It's 21-7 Cadets at half. Peter and I were just talking about the running back situation over for CB Memphis, and they've got some talented tailbacks, but we haven't seen Lee in there the last couple series.
no, he was in there pretty much the whole first quarter, and I haven't seen him much. I wonder if he got dinged up because he was running a little bit.
CB Memphis got on the board first, almost. They got a holding call called back, a 60-yard touchdown, and that really changed the course of that first quarter.
Oh, it sure did.
And the Cadets took advantage and now lead 21-7 here at halftime. Anything you notice about the way CBC adjusted to what CB Memphis did early?
Yeah, they said, hey, we're not getting up off the blocks, so we're just kind of hoping that they do something bad. They got to really kind of get after it. And I think when they came back to the bench after that first series, I think the coaches got on them and say, you guys got to play some football. You can't be just sitting here and hoping good things happen. You're going to have to get after them. And then now I see a lot more pursuit, a lot more gang tackling. I'm seeing a lot more intensity, basically intensity, trying to shuck those blocks they're coming at you and getting after that runner. And so far, they've been doing a little bit better job.
CBC's gone through their schedule this year and are 7-0, averaging 54 points a game and only giving up 7 points per game. I'll contend, and you will probably agree with me, but I wanted to get your opinion. This is the biggest, most physical team they've faced this year.
Oh, by far, by far.
Their offensive and defensive lines are big and strong, and they've got 3 running backs that really not only run with power but speed.
Yeah, they have got some speed. I think CBC here in St. Louis is doing an excellent job, especially in the second quarter there, of containing this offense. And if you look at it, the score probably should be a little worse, but we've had just a ton of penalties. Plus, we had one TD call back.
As did CB Memphis. They did as well. But the penalties did bring back a couple of touchdowns, but it was an exciting first half. The 21-7 score really isn't indicative of how even I thought it was. The game, I think, is even so far with one exception. Christian Brothers Memphis is not built to throw the ball.
Nope.
They do not throw the ball well. As a matter of fact, we're starting to see, especially with that last drive at the end of the first half, they don't want to throw the ball.
They don't want to throw the ball, and we're putting basically 8 in the box right now. Meaning for those football aficionados who don't know what in the box means, it means up close to the line of scrimmage and inside the defensive end. So they're really making it tough for them to run on. Now, if they could throw, I would suggest maybe they start doing that because it's just going to get worse from that because we're going to keep packing that box and stopping the run.
The linebackers for CBC towards the end of that half were really creeping into the running lanes, and that limited the big play potential of that running back group, which we saw a lot of in the first quarter, and it got eliminated in the second quarter when CBC adjusted and realized, look, they're not going to throw, and if they do, well, let them beat us through the air because we're not going to let them beat us on the ground anymore.
Nope.
Kalen Taylor will stand deep as we get ready to start the second half.
I'm betting they're going to kick short. I don't think they want any more part of our deep threat.
This is number 84, Richards, to kick off. And you are correct. That's a short one, and that is caught at the 33 and running backwards before finally being taken down was Lamar Anderson.
Well, he didn't lose too much. They were probably about 4 or 5 yards, I think. But in those situations, you just have to go forward because you're catching it too shallow to go. It probably was a return left was probably the call, and he was trying to get to the left side to get a return on, but by that time it's too late. You just got to go forward.
So CBC first down and 10 here in the third quarter. 11:54 remaining. We've just gotten underway in the second half. Cadets lead Christian Brothers Memphis 21-7.
And Blake is back in now.
Charlton back in the game with Kalen Taylor to his left, 2 wide receivers also to his left. He will keep the ball himself, and he crosses the 30 to the 33, Blake Charlton. Charlton came in, and for a quarterback, he was averaging 10.2 yards per carry. He's having a fantastic year. You put that together with his passing numbers, 70% completion percentage. 922 yards, 11 touchdowns, no interceptions.
That's what a good running attack does for you. It opens up those passing lanes.
This is Trey Bryant now cutting it back upfield across the 40. Makes a man miss. That's Trey Bryant to midfield. Coming across the formation, cut it upfield. The thing about the tailbacks for CBC is that they cut on a dime. They spread out on those spread reads, and once they cut upfield, it's hard to stop him.
We don't have number 43 on our thing, but he was, 43. He just grabbed a lot of air on that last time. There's Kalen going again.
Kalen will get 11 yards and another CBC first down. That was Lawson Weary, number 43. Wasn't on our original roster. I had to get a couple of clarifications at halftime.
See. Okay. He just grabbed air. I mean, it was fun to watch. It was a complete fake out there.
First down and 10 Cadets inside the 40 at the 39-yard line of CB Memphis. Official blows the whistle. It's a timeout now. I don't know what this is all about. Looks like an equipment issue with Kalen Taylor. Something going on with his equipment there. Gets the helmet back on. And all right, now we're ready to go. 11:04 and counting, third quarter. 21-7 CBC. Charlton hands it to Bryant, who cuts it upfield. Whoa, what a move. And that might be a horse collar. They're not going to throw the flag. The official was right there, and no horse collar call. Tackled there by Cameron Sanders, and I thought he definitely grabbed him.
Well, he kind of wrapped him up, a combination up the top of the shoulder pads, but in order to pay a horse collar, you have to bring him backwards, and he didn't. He kind of spun around and went down in a normal way.
First down and 10 now out of the shotgun. Charlton fakes the handoff, throws it over to the right side. Lamar Anderson looking for room, and he won't find much. Good defensive play there by Christian Brothers out of Memphis. Lamar Anderson did all he could to get back to the line of scrimmage on that one. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
We've a little gun shy on the holding out there, so we're trying to do the blocks without grabbing something, and it's a much more difficult block when you do that.
Charlton hands it. Taylor. Nope, Charlton kept it. He goes up the middle for maybe 4. No, not that much.
Is there a penalty on that play? There is a penalty on the play.
Down.
And it's against them. I think it's a face mask, perhaps. No, unnecessary roughness.
Personal foul. That is big. That'll place the ball inside the 20. Oh, and we're going to get another flag.
Number 40.
Yep, that's going to be another flag, another personal foul. Chris Varnado, number 40, was doing a little mouthing at the officials. And that's not going to be tolerated. I can't imagine Coach Vogel over there on that sideline is going to be too happy with Varnado.
No, you got to keep your cool out there. That worked out to be 10, 15.
That's a
big penalty.
Oh, yeah. That was, let's see, we're talking 10, almost a 20-yard penalty there. After all was said and done. They had their original personal foul was 15 yards. Then the unsportsmanlike conduct was half the distance. So that puts it 1st and goal at the 6 for CBC. You just handed the Cadets 20 yards. Charlton out of the shotgun, come across the formation is Bryant. They hand it to Kalen Taylor. He hops over one defender inside the 5 to the 2.
And number 27 caught him in midair and gently let him down to the ground. Maybe not so gently. I was always told don't jump up because you have absolutely no leverage. You don't have any power in the air.
So now 2nd and goal at the 3. Charlton to Trey Bryant. He's muscles his way in. Touchdown CBC. Carried a tackler for most of that run. The combination of power and speed from Trey Bryant is impressive. Meinzer will come on to attempt the extra point. It is now 27-7 Cadets.
Yeah, you just can't yell at the umpires, the referees. You can't do it. They have all the power in that little yellow piece of cloth in their back pocket. They will use it, and it costs your teammates. Dumb.
Yeah, when you yell at the officials like that, it's not just you. You are costing your team field position right. And yardage. And, you know, Coach Vogel's going to have a little conversation with Varnado after that. The score is 28-7. You are watching CBC football on the Cadet Student Network.
Was there for a while.
We are back live at W. Michael Ross Stadium on the campus of CBC High School. The Cadets have just extended their lead to 28-7. That ball will sail into the end zone, and the Purple Wave will start on the 20. If you're just joining us here, the CBC Cadets taking on another LaSallian school, the Christian Brothers from Memphis, Tennessee. Christian Brothers High School, the Purple Wave. They're wearing their white jerseys and gold pants with gold helmets, and your Cadets wearing purple with white trim and the Las Vegas gold helmets, of course. And it is 28-7 Cadets. And this CB Memphis team is a power running team. They don't do anything real fancy. They'll just bring it and run right at you. But if they get into second and third and long situations, it's tough to overcome when all you can do is run it. That's Walker Grisanti, who gets no gain on the play. Grisanti's had a nice game so far. But as we mentioned at halftime, the Cadets made some adjustments, and they are really filling the running lanes now and basically daring the Purple Wave to throw the football.
And I don't know what happened to Lee. He was very impressive in that first quarter. He must be dinged up because they're not putting him back in there. Number 33.
Number 33, the fullback, Lee. Big, powerful fullback.
Now you got 32 back in there now.
Pistol formation now for Voss. He takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. He crosses the 25, crosses the 30 to the 32. That'll be a first down for the Purple Wave. 33, Lee's back in the game now. He was lined up behind Voss on that one.
That's a different guy. That's Austin Lee, you're right.
Austin Lee. Back in the game now. It looks like now they're going to take him out. No. That was number 3, Deontay Woods now checks out. Checking back in is Grisanti. Voss goes down in the backfield. Mike Jones with another tackle for loss this year. I believe that's his 9th tackle for loss on the season. And coming from a defensive back, that's impressive. Loss of 10. It'll now be second down and 20. Second down, 20. Huddling up now, Christian Brothers, Memphis. They come to the line of scrimmage after the sack. Mike Jones with a big play. I formation, there's the pitch. That's Grisanti over the left side. Looking upfield, he cuts it at the 30. Couple of missed tackles, but Grisanti with a nice run, and look at him drive his legs. Good effort there, 11 yards, 12 yards for Grisanti. Impressive.
That was an Ohio State fullback back in the days of Woody Hayes.
It took 2 or 3 CBC Cadets to get him down on that play.
3 yards in a cloud of dust, but the modern day version has 3 yards in a cloud of black ground up tire particles.
So out of the shotgun now with offset pistol formation. That's going to be a penalty. Should have been a penalty. They didn't blow the flag. They didn't throw the flag or blow the whistle, and that pitch was off to number 3, Deontay Woods, but Woods moved clearly before the snap, and then he wasn't ready for the pitch. That worked out for CBC, I'll tell you.
It did, yeah, no one's complaining. They gained more than 5 yards on that one. Now it's fourth down, they're going to have to kick.
4th and long after that miscue.
4th and about 19, looks like.
That's the one thing about this Christian Brothers team from Memphis. They have shot themselves in the foot a couple of times at inopportune moments with fumbled snaps, a play like that, a couple of penalties at key times. Other than that, they've played a fairly decent game. That kick will go out of bounds. Nope, it takes a CB Memphis roll down to the 30-yard line.
Very nice kick. Well, 28-7. We got 5 minutes and 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Everybody's got their timeouts left. And I think maybe the rain has finally stopped.
It does appear so. I don't see umbrellas, although there is the Warner Brothers cartoon umbrella still out. Hey, I didn't realize that they had the Tasmanian Devil on that thing, too. Man, I got to get me one of those umbrellas.
I got to get me one of those Tasmanian Devils.
Out of the shotgun now, this is Charlton. He hands it to Lamar Anderson coming out of formation. He fakes it, keeps it himself, across the 35, close to the 40 for Charlton. 28-7 the score. CBC leads over Christian Brothers Memphis, who came up from Memphis, spent the day on CBC's campus. Got to see what CBC here in St. Louis is all about. There's a handoff to Kalen Taylor, who busted up the middle, breaks free, spin move, trying to get to midfield. Finally brought down. He was first met there by number 16, Owen Martin. And then finishing up on the stop was number 27. That was Blake Hartwell.
And another first down.
Another first down for the Cadets at the 49-yard line. First down. 5:06 and counting, third quarter. 28-7. My name's Randy Molman. I'm alongside Peter Demos. You're watching CBC football on the Cadet Student Network. Charlton goes down. He is sacked on that play by Colin Cannon, the junior, number 53.
If he could have got the ball away, he had an open receiver.
Loss of 8. Second down, 18.
Yeah, Lamar Anderson was had a good little separation down there, and if he could just have gotten leverage, but he was rolling out to his left. It's real hard for a right-hander to get any power on that ball.
Kalen Taylor to his right. 3 wide receivers to his right. Charlton looks that way. No one open. Steps up in the pocket. Now looking how he's going to take off with it. He tries to make a move at the 45, and he's brought down. Not fooled on the play was number 16 for CB Memphis, Owen Martin, and he made the tackle.
Good coverage on that play. That's a coverage sack there.
Hayden Ferrari, the senior, also in on the stop.
Oh, he only sent 2 guys long on that one.
They had 4 wide receivers in the play there, and only 2 went deep. Third down and 15 now for CBC. Charlton out of the shotgun, takes a snap, looks downfield, steps up, has time. Now he steps in the pocket, still looking, fires over the middle, it's caught. Mike Millian, first down.
Wow.
16 yards.
You know, Blake has really gotten accurate with those hard throws. He's throwing still pretty hard. That's not an easy catch.
Not an easy catch,
Coming
especially
out of the
with in the wet conditions. Not only that, you were saying anything over 50%. Blake Charlton has completed 70% of his passes this year.
He's done better than that tonight.
First down and 10 now for the Cadets. Charlton still has yet to throw. As a matter of fact, no quarterback for CBC that has thrown a pass this year. Reception.
Isn't that amazing?
Across the formation now. Here's the shotgun snap to Charlton. He hands it to Kalen Taylor. Taylor over left side. He cuts through, and he gets inside the 35-9, bounces it outside. We're going to get another flag. Finally brought down by number 15, Cameron Sanders. I got to tell you, Cameron Sanders has got to be thinking to himself, I've got this guy corralled.
That's right.
He won't go down.
No. I always remember I was coaching a little league football team down in San Diego many years ago, and I had a defensive tackle who was ready to tackle the runner from the opposite team, and he didn't. The guy went right by him. So I asked him, I said, John, what happened? You were ready to tackle the guy. He says, I had him. And then he went away.
You know what? I think a lot of defenders have said that about the CBC running backs this year.
Yeah, they go away.
They definitely go away. And they leave a trail of smoke behind them.
Oh, man. They're like cartoon characters. They really are. Like the Roadrunners.
They are the Roadrunners.
Meep.
Hey, there you go. That's the new CBC receiver and the playmaker promotion right there.
That's it.
The Roadrunners. Snap back to Charlton. He's looking over. He on the screen, and he dipsy doodles his way inside the 45 to the 43.
Back to the original line of scrimmage here now. Hopefully they can. Now it's only second and about 11. Maybe a little longer than that. 12.
Second and 12 for CBC. After that penalty, they had it. It was first and 20. Now it's after the 8-yard gain, second and 12. Fake handoff. Fired to Million once again. Million gets inside the 35, trying to get to the 30. He'll be 2 yards short of the first down. Million came into tonight's action with 19 catches. He's got to have at least 8 catches tonight. He's got another touchdown, and he's came in averaging 14.5 plus per catch.
You know, Randy, one of the problems with a team that doesn't pass themselves, they don't pass in practice. Therefore, when they get against a team that does pass, they don't have a clue. And I think that's what we're seeing right now.
3rd down and 1.
You play like you practice.
Hand off to Trey Bryant. He'll get the first down. Tackled after 2 yards by number 40, Chris Varnado. But that'll move the chains for the Cadets with 2:09 to play, 3rd quarter. You're watching CBC football on the Cadet Student Network. My name's Randy Molman alongside Peter Demos. And the Cadets lead 28-7, driving for more against Christian Brothers out of Memphis, Tennessee. No flag. No flag. They did not cross the line of scrimmage. It was funny. CB Memphis' corner, number 15, Sanders, a penalty. He was already walking away from the play. Handoff up the middle now. That's 31. Caleb Allen getting some more action. Caleb Allen actually putting up decent numbers when he's played this year. 323 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns, averaging 9.5 per carry.
I'd really like to see a little highlight tape of him.
Caleb Allen?
Yeah. Oh, I think Allen and Taylor also.
Charlton steps up, fires down the right sideline, looking for the end zone. He's got touchdown, CBC, Cameron Curtis, 30 yards out.
Beautiful pass, beautiful catch. Great looking play.
What a play there, and the Cadets now lead 34-7 as we wait for the extra point from Meinzer.
Wow, impressive.
There was no doubt Charlton was going that direction from the get-go.
And again, in slippery conditions, you know the ball's a little bit wet from hanging around the ground a little bit. I don't see anybody wiping the ball off with a towel. I mean, that's just a wonderful play.
Meinzer's extra point is up and good. CBC with 1:15 to play leads Christian Brothers Memphis 35-7. My name's Randy Molman. I'm alongside Peter Demos. You are watching CBC football on the Cadet Student Network.
Provide a full insurance review to make sure you and your family are covered at the best possible price. Whether it's auto, renters, home, business, or life insurance, for more than 23 years, helped his clients manage the risks of everyday life and realize their dreams. For all your insurance needs, contact one of our school's most loyal alums, Class of 77 graduate Tim Kylo at 314-842-4442 or send him an email, tim@timkylo.com.
CBC will kick off leading 35-7, a minute 15 to play, 3rd quarter. There's the kick, and it is a line drive shot that will fly into the end zone, and CB Memphis will start 1st and 10 on the 20.
Are you protected? Call State Farm agent, loyal CBC alum Tim Kylo for all your insurance needs. Call Tim at 314-842-4442 or send him an email. Tim@timkylo.
CB Memphis will start now, and they need a drive of some kind. They are down by 28 points. It is 35-7. And a penalty flag, and it looks like we're going to maybe get either too many men on the field or an illegal substitution of some kind because they weren't in any position yet to call for a false start. Yep. Looks like we're going to have an illegal sub or too many men on the field there. That was the fullback, 33, Austin Lee, who now runs off the field.
Yeah, they definitely have 12 men on the field. Yeah, you have to wonder, what do you tell as a coach? What do you tell your team who can't throw? How do you keep up with the same running strategy that you've been using when you only got a quarter left and you're down by 4 touchdowns? I don't know what you say to a team like that.
Voss now will roll after faking it. He's looking downfield, and he goes deep. That is a floater. Good adjustment on the play, but incomplete pass. Good adjustment there by the receiver and the CBC defenders. They all came back to the ball, and it dropped incomplete.
Now I can see why they don't pass. That one not only was a wounded duck, that was a dead duck.
So it'll be 2nd down and 15.
There's a lot of technique in throwing a football. It isn't something that's natural. I mean, just throwing a football is not a natural thing to do.
Second down, 15 now for the Purple Wave at their own 15-yard line with 1:06 to play in the third quarter. Keegan Voss, the sophomore quarterback, pitches to the outside for Grisanti, turns it upfield. He only gets 2. And as soon as CBC started to make some adjustments against the CB Memphis offense in their running game, it's been a dominating performance now by the Cadets.
Lamar Anderson caught him up from the back and brought him down for a minimum. Well, I think there was a little bit of a loss on that.
It'll now be 3rd down and looks like 14. No, they're going to say 17.
No, it looks like about 12 or 13.
Yeah, it's got to be 13. Yeah, there you go. I was looking at the scoreboard, and they had it wrong. This is Lee tossed down in the backfield.
Number 5.
That's Mike Jones again. His 10th tackle for loss from that defensive back position this year.
With a name like Mike Jones, you got a lot to live up.
Sure do.
The tackle.
The tackle. Something that will live in St. Louis memories forever. That's the end of the third quarter. The CBC Cadets lead Christian Brothers Memphis 35-7. Cadets, how does listening to some live music on a Saturday night while supporting the Make-A-Wish Foundation sound? Hope you'll join us at the Wolf Public House in Baldwin on Saturday, November 1st, as CBC's Music for Charity Club presents a great show to raise money for this important cause. Invite your friends and help our students support Make-A-Wish. We'll see you at the Wolf Public House on November 1st. For more information, visit musicforcharitystl.org. Fans, don't forget you can follow the Cadet Student Network on Facebook and Twitter. For more information on upcoming broadcasts, search Cadet Student Network on Facebook and at CBC CSN on Twitter. From the classroom to the court, from the field to the stage, if it's happening at CBC, you will find it on CSN. Connect with us anytime. cbccadets.org/CSN. We get ready to start the fourth quarter. The score is 35-7 in favor of CBC St. Louis. The Purple Wave will now punt, and they do so. Across the 40, Million picks it up at the 48, and he is tackled immediately. Good coverage there by number 37, Hayden Ferrari. How about that for a last name, Ferrari?
I bet he's quick and he runs low to the ground.
I like it. That is a name. First down and 10 in CB Memphis territory, but we're going to get a hold on CBC. The home team gets a hold during that return. I don't like that at all.
Well, at this point, we have to give them a little handicap.
Coach Pingle, I'm sure, doesn't like that either. That was not a long developing play, and for them to hold somebody during that play, it's a tough call.
Holding ball, huh? Maybe just liked him.
Yeah. Gave him exchanged greetings. 41-yard line now for CBC. Still good field position despite the penalty. Out of the shotgun, Blake Charlton. He's got Kalen Taylor flanked to his left, trips to his left also. Orban lines up over on the right side as a tight end. There's the handoff to Taylor. He bounces it up the middle. He is finally driven down.
I think Jack Even is in there now.
Was that Even? 53,
number 12.
Colin Cannon in on the stop. That is Jack Even in the game.
He's been playing well tonight.
He has. You've said it before. It's good that you got two quarterbacks getting reps.
Oh, it's
In
really
case of
important.
injury,
That's
how
right.
important is that? Over the middle, and Orban drops it. Wow, Orban had a lane down the middle of the field. He had a seam, and he dropped it. Started running before he looked it in.
Yeah, it was a tough catch there.
The safety was there, Walker Grisante, but had he caught that ball and been able to beat Grisante, he'd have been gone. 3rd down and 8 now for the Cadets. Charlton out of the shotgun, takes a snap, looks, fires towards the sideline. Mike Million with the catch. He'll get out of bounds with another Cadet first down. Covered on the play by Frederick Douglass. As you predicted earlier in this game, the speed is now wearing down this Christian Brothers from Memphis squad.
As it always does.
Charlton over the middle. It is complete inside the 35 to the 32, and another CBC first down, 12 yards to Lamar Anderson. Or that might have been Trey Bryant. It was Trey Bryant.
We haven't called Trey's name too much in this year, this game. They've been using him more in the slot instead of the running back position.
He's now lined up to Evan's left. Even fires it over to the left side to Anderson, who tries to turn it up. He can't. Good defensive play there. Number 15, the big corner, Cameron Sanders.
I mean, it looked like that could have gained a lot more, but as I said in the pregame, these DBs close on the play very quickly.
2nd down to 8 now for CBC. Anderson got 2 yards out of that. I don't know how. Even trips to his right, hands it, Kalen Taylor wiggles through the middle across the 25, headed towards the 20, makes a man miss inside the 20, stutter steps, high steps, inside the 10, 2 spin moves, still on his feet. He finally goes down at the 11.
Is that fun to watch or what?
My goodness.
What do you call those little baby tornadoes that spin around? What do they call those? There's a name for those.
I don't know, but you wanted to get one of those cartoons. The
Roadrunner again?
No, the crazy guy. It's on the tip of my tongue now. The Warner Brothers cartoon, the crazy guy.
Yosemite Sam.
Yosemite Sam is crazy. But I mean, the guy who spins around, he's got his big teeth. Oh, the Tasmanian Devil.
Tasmanian Devil, there you go.
No, but that little, wow. Taylor now takes it again over the left side, cuts it up, looking towards the goal line, now cuts it upfield, and he gets almost to the end zone.
Did get a first down, though.
Just inside the 2, and that's all they needed to get a first and goal. There are half a dozen plays in every CBC game this year, Peter, where I just shake my head.
Me
and
too.
laugh.
And you and I have been watching football for a lot of years. Not as many years as you, of course, but nevertheless. I mean, this is just flat exciting play.
Checks back in now. Two running backs in the backfield. Even hands it to Taylor. He'll take it himself. 2-yard touchdown, untouched. And the Cadets extend their lead to 41-7 before the extra point. Meinzer will now come on to attempt the extra point. It is 41-7. And Meinzer wears number 68. The rain has stopped. The Cadets are on a roll.
Well, you might say the rain has stopped, and the Cadets have not.
Uh-oh, that was a bad snap. Number 22 looking towards the end zone, fires it into the back of the end zone, incomplete. The holder there was Tyler England. He spread it out to his right side, trying to convert a 2-point conversion, but that snap skipped off the turf, and it was incomplete. But there's a penalty flag in the back of the end zone. They're actually going to call pass interference. They are.
Wow.
We'll get to kick this again.
When things go bad for a team, they just continue to go bad, don't they? We're not very nice to our guests.
We have not been nice to the guests this year.
None
That's
at all.
Sure.
Any of our guests.
No. And we haven't been good guests at their homes either.
No.
when you average 54 points a game and you only allow 7 for the entire year, I imagine that you would be considered not only...
you're rude. You're just rude is what we are.
Another flag down. CB Memphis jumped off sides. We are not only rude to our guests that visit, we are rude as guests in other people's houses. So they're going to try this again for the third time now. Meinzer will try to kick this extra point. All of this for 1 point, Peter.
Yes, I know.
9:36 remaining in this one. CBC 47, CB Memphis 7. 41, check that, 41-7. This extra point will make it 42. Snap back ball down, the kick is up, and it is finally good. The Cadets lead 42-7.
Well, after all that kicking, Meinzer's going to have to hit the Gatorade.
The CBC Cadets, the CB Purple Wave from Memphis, Tennessee. It is 42-7. We'll be back right after this. Check that. We're going to stay right here as CBC will kick off now to CB Memphis. The fans don't want to hear commercials, Peter. They want to hear you and me.
Well, at least they want to hear you.
I don't know about that. My name is Randy Molman, and Peter Demos is watching CBC football on the Cadet Student Network. The Cadets have now taken control of this one, 42-7 over Christian Brothers Memphis. The Purple Wave.
Is the mercy clock in order now, do you think?
Well,
35 points?
35 points, I would think so, in the fourth quarter. But then again, it seems like I'm always confused about that rule. Inside the 10 now. Good coverage, led by England. England in on the stop, as well as, looks like Million.
Oh, the clock is running now. I think it's in the fourth quarter, and you have to go 35 points, or is it 33?
I had thought it was 30, but I think I was wrong on that. You might be right.
That'd be the first time this year.
35. No, that'll be like the 118th time. I'm looking at all my check marks of everything I've said that's wrong. There's a lot of them. Inside 9 minutes to go in this one. Voss takes the handoff, and he hands it to number 33, it looks like. It is the fullback, that big fullback, number 33, Austin Lee.
He plays both ways, huh?
Big gain there for Austin Lee. First down for the Purple Wave. (42-7) the score. Cadets lead. Quarterback for CB Memphis is a sophomore, Keegan Voss, number 5, and it's a bad snap. Rolls behind him, Voss goes, scoops it up, and he can't pick it up, and the Cadets recover. Recovered by Mike Jones, who's had a big night. He's made a couple of tackles behind the line of scrimmage, and now he recovers a fumble, and the Cadets take over deep in Purple Wave territory. So they mark it at the 18-yard line, and the Cadets will take over from there, leading 42-7. And yes, that clock is running, 7:50 and counting. Coming onto the field now. Let's see if they stick with the...
No, they're going with the 2s and 3s here.
Jack Even back on the field, but number 2 is checked in. That's Rudy Hamilton at tailback. Caleb Allen also in the game, lined up in the slot right there. Hamilton takes it up the middle, and he gets close to the 10-yard line, tackled right around the 12. Rudy Hamilton, the senior, 5'8", 175. 2 new tailbacks, that's Allen and Hamilton. Even in at quarterback. Curtis split wide right, and number 15, Jarvis Rembert, split wide left, and there's not much there. I don't think they're going to get enough for the first down on that run. Hamilton gets close to the 10-yard line. Tackled by Bryce Bush, number 96. Third down and 2 for the Cadets. Even out of the shotgun. Caleb Allen split to his left. Hamilton now moves to the slot. Curtis wide right. Rembert split far left, top of your screen. Now Even changes the formation. Number 84, the tight end, moves across. That's Dominic Dolan. There's a handoff to Allen. He goes over the right side inside the 5. That'll be a first down at the 4-yard line for CBC. Davison on the stop for the Purple Wave. Not before Allen gets the first down. First and goal inside the 5. Just inside. Even. That's Hamilton once again. Powers it up the middle. Looking to score. He goes down around the 2. He'll get 2 yards. Maybe 3 yards. It'll be second down and goal now for the Cadets. 42-7 the score. CBC leads. Looking for more. Dolan lined up as a tight end on the left-hand side, on the left side of the line of scrimmage. Even, and Hamilton bump, but Hamilton takes the ball and he'll go in. Touchdown, Cadets. CBC now takes the lead 48-7 before the extra point. This is now turned into a domination.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rout. So what's new?
So far this year with a 54-7 average, CBC's right on average.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this team. They started out a little bit slow, then they caught up. They got more intensity, and again, this team that they're playing, Memphis, is not a bad team. They're strong. They're big.
The extra point by Meinzer is good. The score is now 49-7 in favor of the Cadets. CBC fans, advertise your business on the Cadet Student Network. Sponsors like Tim Kylo at State Farm, Athletic Republic, and Guido's Pizza and Tapas make this broadcast possible. Winter sports packages are now available and include signage, recorded commercials, in-game announcements, and more. Contact Assistant Athletic Director Tony Kosiolic at 385-6046. Don't miss your opportunity to reach thousands of loyal fans by advertising with the Cadet Student Network.
Now I'm a little confused. Why did they stop the clock here?
Do they stop it after scores? Or are they not supposed to stop it even after that? CBC will kick off.
Absolutely no wind down there right now.
I don't see any flags blowing.
And no rain.
Wow, it's about time. 2 days of that is enough.
Man, I thought I moved to Borneo for a minute there.
There's Meinzer's kick. That sails back inside the 5 at the 1, and here comes Douglas. He'll return it out for the Purple Wave, and he knocks down his own man. He crosses the 30 and gets close to the 35.
Nice tackle by number 27, but he's hurt.
Monte Hawthorne, I guess, is down for CBC.
He threw his body in there for the team there. And it's a lower body injury of some sort.
And they are now checking on Hawthorne, as we wished earlier with number.
You just don't want to see stuff like this.
We saw it with a player earlier for.
He's getting up, I think.
CB Memphis.
No. I think it's a shoulder also.
It's like another. You hope it's not serious. You hate to see injuries with these kids.
Well, that's what they hit those weights for. You know, getting that massive muscle around those joints is just so important to do that. But he just sacrificed his body, and he just threw himself into that big back running around the right side.
And that was a big returner there, Douglas, the senior, Frederick, number 2. And he was coming with a head of steam. Looks like they're going to be able to get him off the field.
It's left knee or left ankle.
Looks like they're going to be able to get him off the field. Coach Pingle now running back. They're going to get the cart, though, and it looks like they're going to drive that cart to the other side and go pick him up.
Yep.
So you hope Namonte Hawthorne is okay after that play. Best of luck to that young man. Voss now for CB Memphis with 4:55 and counting remaining in this game. 49-7 the score.
They have a different quarterback in there now, number 18, I believe.
Lee plows forward for 10.
Number 18.
John Lewis Bland.
Not a very exciting man with a
There's
name
nothing
like Bland.
bland about that name, John
No.
Lewis.
No.
John
no.
Lewis Bland. First down and 10 after the run by Lee. Bland out of the pistol, hands it. That's Lee again. Powers up the middle. Drives his legs for another 9 yards.
That's number 20 is running with that ball.
20, check that. That is number 20, Daniel Smizer.
Wonder if he knows our Meisner. It's close. I just really like to see some of the other kids get a shot. You know, it's after being on the other end of sitting on that bench innumerable times in my career.
Penalty flag before that play even got going.
You get so excited about going into a live game. The score makes no difference. It's just, hey, coach, can I get in? And absolutely, they put you in, and so excited.
It's an offsides call there. There's a little extra jump in those in there when they get in the game, and
absolutely.
You can tell the excitement.
And then their parents are up in the stands, and they say, well, what was it like? He said, Dad, it was the most exciting thing I've ever done. And it really is.
First down and 10 after the penalty for CB Memphis. Bland out of the shotgun, and another penalty flag before that play gets going. Let's see what this one is all about. Another offsides call on CBC. That's 2 in a row.
Well, we all got new kids. They're all very excited about being in the game and a little bit too anticipatory.
The problem is when you get in the game and you have an opportunity to get on the field, you could be sacrificing future playing time by making those mistakes. You can't make those mistakes.
Not mental errors, no.
First down and 5. That ball's handed, and a good play from that CBC defensive line. Driving the tailback backwards.
Well, where are we going next week? What's
next week? It is Rockbridge in Columbia, Missouri.
Rockbridge in Columbia.
I have worked out my schedule to where I will be able to be there. I am happy. Columbia is like my second home, Peter. I love that place.
It is nice. I like that too. Been there many, many, many times.
I will be there tomorrow to do a little public address for Mizzou football as they take on Georgia at 11 a.m. National TV game.
And they don't have to put up with Mr. Gurley.
They don't have to deal with Todd Gurley, which is a big break.
I understand. Entrepreneur, did he?
Chances are that I'm starting to read that entrepreneurship now may make him ineligible for the rest of the season.
Yeah, quite possible. And
that's a shame. He is a load. What a fantastic running back.
And he's basically saying, well, I missed the rest of it, but I'll go into the pros next year.
It doesn't, I mean, look, it hurts Georgia and it hurts him, and I'm sure it hurts his teammates.
Absolutely.
But for his future, he'll be playing on Sundays. There's a handoff up the middle to Smizer once again, and he gets some nice yardage. This Memphis team's got some serious size at tailback.
Yeah,
They
but
really
you gotta have a balanced attack. I mean, if you don't have run, then you can worry about the pass. Well, everybody just kind of fades back and protects against the pass. If you don't have a passing attack, everybody just loads up in the box, and you can't play that way. You have to have both ways.
And this is not a criticism. I mean, this team, they're playing with what they have. But
That's right.
if they had a quarterback like an Even or a Charlton, and then you put them
Sure.
around this running game,
That's right.
wow.
Well,
Imagine how dynamic that offense could be.
Well,
and take nothing away from Voss. Voss is a good little player. He can run, great on the pitch and the option. But when you fall behind by 20 points and you don't have a way to come back.
Well, one of the unique advantages that St. Louis has for quarterbacks and for any other position you might play is the St. Louis Rams Elite Football Academy out in Chesterfield. And, you can only get so much coaching when you're on a high school team because they have, they get 2 hours a day. And, but if you can go out there in the off season, I mean, their motto is something like next season starts today. And you're pretty well, versed in how to pass the ball, how to run with the ball, how to block, how to tackle. It really, really, really helps.
Out of the pistol, there's a handoff again to Smizer. Fights up the middle for some yardage. CBC in on the stop there was number 10, and that was Blake. No, that wasn't number 10 because it could not have been Blake Charlton.
No.
He's not playing defense, Peter.
No, there's only about 35 seconds left to go in the game.
That might be the last play.
Unless they want to call a timeout. They do have 3 timeouts left, but they're not going to call them. They want to get on the bus and go home.
Nope, they're going to let this thing play out, it looks like.
Yeah.
Although Bland's coming back in with the... I don't want to run one more play, and why not? It's 49-7. Take a shot at the end zone here.
Well, they better hustle up because there's only 10 seconds left, and they haven't not even full formation yet.
They better hurry. 6 seconds, 5. Snap that ball. And 2, 1...
That's it.
That's it. That's the ball game from W. Michael Ross Stadium. The final score, CBC 49.
Wow.
CB Memphis 7. Now, you know what that means, Peter. That means that this team, this CBC, the CBC bunch has now won their 500th program win.
Wow.
Special win for the Cadets. Marks the 500th victory in program history. Football program has a strong history led by local coaching legends like Coach Kirsten, Coach Haggerty, Coach Shannon. And over the past 7 seasons, the Cadets have had great success under Coach Scott Pingle and his staff. Congratulations to this year's team. They've all worn the CBC purple and gold for the past 500 wins in 87 years. Quick math, what's the average per year?
Well, I would say it's about 11. How's that for a guess?
Trust me, I don't know either.
I haven't a clue.
There's people listening that are yelling the answer at us right now.
I'm sure.
But 500 program wins. How about that?
Wow.
Congratulations to CBC. Storied, rich program. Storied, rich. Big win here today against CBC Memphis, 49-7. Stay tuned next week. We want you to tune back into the Cadet Student Network. At 7 p.m., the Cadets do a little traveling to mid-Missouri. They'll go to Columbia and take on Rockbridge at 7 p.m. I'll be there on the broadcast. Do you know if you'll be able to make the trip?
I haven't quite figured that out yet. Possibly.
So, possible Peter Demos alongside, but it'll be me for sure giving you the play-by-play next week as CBC takes on Rockbridge in Columbia, Missouri. Tonight was close for a little while. CB Memphis came to play right there at the beginning of that game, but CBC eventually took over with their speed and athleticism.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I was a little bit concerned with the strength and the quickness, not the speed, but the quickness of Memphis. But once we got acclimatized, basically, or used to them coming off the ball so quick, we actually just really kind of stepped up, and that was pretty much the end of the game.
So the CBC Cadets go to 8-0. They averaged 54 points per game coming into this one. They score 49, and they averaged giving up about 7 per game. They did stick to their average on that. They gave up 7 to the Purple Wave. But the final here from W. Michael Ross Stadium, 500th program win. How about that?
Wow.
49-7 for
Actually,
Peter Demos.
It only works about 6 victories a year, though, actually. We must have had a few teams there that didn't. I just did the math.
You just did the math?
I just did the math, yeah.
He wrote it all down, folks. He was carrying ones. Erasers were flying. It was.
I didn't have enough
impressive.
fingers, actually. Take my shoes off on that one.
For Peter Demos, my name is Randy Molman. Thank you for watching CBC Football on the Cadet Student Network, and don't forget to tune in next week as the Cadets travel to Columbia, Missouri, and take on Rockbridge. Until next time, so long.